Previously on No Dice.
And then suddenly Ilaria Feywing is standing among you. She looks a lot younger than she was at the end of her life, and she's wearing these really nice robes. She's looking pretty fly for someone who's supposed to be dead. The Pact of the Lich are a group of necromancers dedicated to preserving the soul of an incredibly powerful Lich. This Lich has divided his soul into 13 parts and placed those parts into a deck of many things. Each card is in the keep of one of his necromancers. We were able to recover one, but the other 12 are still out there. And the map is where Eris Dawnforge has discovered they might possibly be. The pen marked 1 is down in the south edge of the Dolor Forest, all the way on the other side. That one's marked with a 1, and the pennant says Theana. The town is called Ghemodine. The whole kingdom is counting on you. I know you can do it.
Are you ready? Let's roll the dice.
The three of you have tromped down to this tiny little spit of a town. It's not really much of a town. There's only a few buildings along the main road as you enter the town, and all of those are overshadowed by the Great Hall of Wolfsbane Academy, which sits against the lake. The Wolfsbane Academy was once responsible for turning out the foremost fighters in the Kingdom of Skylark, but lately enrollment has fallen off pretty sharply. These days, there's not maybe a couple of dozen people come every year to train, and it might be that, and it might be something else that just kind of gives the whole place a kind of a weird, like, spooky feeling, like something isn't quite right. It's a martial town, and it's run by a constable. He's pretty chill. He keeps a small guard, a small police force, but most of the town is made up of student fighters, so if something goes down, he can rally the troops and have a very sizable army if he needs it. If you look at your map, there are a couple of things you can explore in the town. The Wolf's Tavern's right there off the main road, as well as the spell shop, the general store, the temple, the constabulary, and the Wolfsbane Academy itself. So y'all are just kind of standing in the main street right now. And y'all can choose to go wherever you would like.
Well, fellas, friends.
Oh, we're friends now. All right.
Don't get any ideas.
Oh my God.
Let's go to the tavern. I always could use a drink.
Feywing, you can always use a drink all the time. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my
let's
God.
go.
Feywing.
I
think you have a problem.
Let's go in. I'm just dragging Perry, whose
No.
feet are in the ground. I'm
Perry.
just dragging Perry to the tavern.
And then Saoirse's just following behind, just
Yeah.
guys, perhaps, all right, I guess,
And then I need to bust open these doors. These doors are bust open.
Well, before you bust open the doors,
Good God.
so you make your way over to the Wolf's Tavern, and Feywing kicks in the door and walks in, doesn't even look around, just kicks in the door and goes in. But Perry and Saoirse, as you're following in the aftermath of this debacle,
I'm not following. I'm still being dragged. Definitely.
you notice outside the door there is a fellow standing there. He's a dark elf, and he seems to be trying to draw a crowd by doing magic tricks, except the problem is that there's no one in the street and there's no one in the square. Y'all are the only people outside right now, so it's real sad looking. But he's trying so hard.
Oh, no.
He's trying so hard. So there's this dark elf standing outside trying to do magic. Feywing's in the tavern and has left you guys.
And
I was pulled into the tavern, so I'm probably gonna...
You can come back out.
So, yeah, no, for sure. I see this mysterious dark elf as I'm being pulled in, and I'm like, wait, no, ah! And then I, walk myself back out, not only to find Saoirse, to make sure that this poor Small is okay, even though Saoirse is definitely taller than me. But I also, like, peek around and, like, look at this dark elf, like, what you doing?
Hey, you wanna see a magic trick?
Sir, I'm not usually one to complain about things, but does not seem to be real proper magic. And as a wizard, I'm a little bit offended by this.
Nah, this is the best kind of magic you've ever seen. Just give me some money, and then I'll do a magic trick for ya.
I don't... What kind of magic? Where did you study magic?
I studied, Don't You Worry About It Academy, so,
That doesn't sound like a really accreditable place.
It is. It is. And I deception you to tell you that it is.
Go, roll.
Roll, Michael, roll.
Oh, so, no, I absolutely see through your bullshit. I've seen all of your bullshit. I actually know, like, I see, like, a sleight of hand book come out of your pocket.
For the folks at home,
I just rolled a natural 20.
Michael rolled a 13, and then Say rolled a 17 plus 3, so...
It was...
20.
Yeah, it's a regular 20, it's not a natural 20, but I'd still see through your bullshit. Actually, sir, I feel like you are some sort of charlatan, and like I've read about in my stories, and I'm... This is not a good life for you.
Hey, why don't you keep it down, alright?
No, I will not keep it down. We're not in a library right now.
I just start shushing you, like, really loud in your face. You want to ruin my reputation here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I absolutely do want to ruin your reputation. So much so that apparently this is like crusade against.
Say, do you want to, like, go inside and maybe, like, get some fries?
This man right here is making a mockery of magic.
I know, Say. I know.
I don't have
sorry.
any of my spells right now.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What are you gonna do about it, huh?
I was gonna do prestidigitation. So it's prestidigitation. I can make my voice even louder. And it's 3 times as loud, in fact. So, Sig casts this. And it's just like, I need everyone to hear me right now. This man is some sort of charlatan who is taking the name of magic and is ruining it. And absolutely is just, he's not a wizard at all. He's not even he doesn't even have a hat. He can't be a wizard.
I put an arm around you, and I'm like, hey, just be cool, alright? Like, come on.
Okay, so Feywing definitely heard this.
Yeah, no, everybody in the tavern has heard this, and the innkeeper of the Wolf's Tavern comes hobbling out. They're this old human with, like, this pile of gray hair, walks with a cane, and they, like, hobble out to the porch, and they look at Saoirse, and they go, "Honey, we been knew that. Please come inside."
But he's calling himself a magician.
So Feywing, okay, I definitely come out. I bust out like the way I busted in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I bust out like, hey, who's bothering my wizard?
Oh my god. Feywing, it's fine. Feywing, it's fine. You don't have to punch anybody. Go back to your drink.
I don't know if it is fine. He's saying he's magic.
Oh my god.
This is
Okay,
my job.
Right. Listen.
Saoirse.
All right, this is my job too. So, how about you
Feywing, what if someone came up to you and was like, "I'm a paladin," and then they completely disrespected all the gods, just all of them?
And I walk up and I go, "I'm a paladin."
All right, listen. We'll just settle this. We'll settle this right now. So here's what we're gonna do. Saoirse, you go inside. Watch my drink. I'll take care of this.
No. Feywing.
Fine.
Feywing.
And say I just like do one of those like 2 fingers at my eyes, 2 fingers at your eyes, just like back and forth, and like a couple times and like walk into the bar.
Feywing. Feywing.
I got
Feywing,
this. Nope,
I'm-
I got
no.
it.
Feywing,
I got
I'm gonna
it.
go order some fries. Please do not punch this man in the face. I know he has disrespected Saoirse. I know he's disrespected you. But I just ask, don't punch him in the face.
I got it. Alright? I am a changed dragonborn. I
You're-
got this.
Feywing, you were yelling because you couldn't punch a ghost. No.
Listen, I can punch him. I'm not worried about it.
Oh my god.
Just not in the face, Feywing. Not in the face. And then I just, like, leave.
Yeah. So I go up to Sarson, and I grab you by the lapels. Alright? I'm all up in your face. All up in your face. And I'm like, listen, no one disrespects my wizard. I can handle myself, but they are tiny and a wizard. And I just want a drink. I'm not even from here. I don't want to cause trouble. We got a problem to deal with. So you have two choices. You either help us with this little problem, or I punch you in the face.
And I'm like, I think you and I are gonna be great friends. I like the cut of your jib.
Oh my
The
god.
Alright.
literal exact opposite of what Perry told you to do.
She didn't punch him.
Because of course.
All right, let's go in. I'm watching you. I'm gonna go inside. Come in.
I'm watching
in here.
you. I'm watching you.
Come in
man.
now. In now. And
All
so
right.
we're both go into the tavern.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're finally all in the tavern. Thank you. The tavern is it's a pretty simple place, but it is the nicest place in the town. Everything kind of looks shabby except for this place.
Yeah.
It's made of stone. The doors are carved wood. There's chandeliers on the ceiling. Like it's very nice. The food is decent. It has one major flaw. Perry, in that everything on the menu is meat.
Everything?
Everything.
But I don't.
Even
What
the
did we
drinks?
just say?
Even the
I
drinks?
don't eat meat. I just imagine like Feywing and Sarson are now like walking in the door, or like this dark elf whose name we actually don't know.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That's true.
They walk in the door, and Perry's just arguing with his bartender.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean everything is meat? I don't eat meat.
I'm gonna go up to this argument that's happening at the counter, and I'm gonna slam my big dragonborn hands down on the counter and go, look, I know that you have some sort of lettuce. Make a fucking salad.
I don't just eat lettuce. Oh my god, Feywing.
Perry,
Yeah, you just eat
Perry,
potatoes.
you're gonna have to make do. You're gonna have to make do this
No.
one time.
Oh, I just want fries.
Well, let me tell you. One of the things we have on our menu is we have a variety of meal combos that come with tarts. So maybe if your friend here gets a combo and you can eat the tart.
Can I take the bartender aside and be like, hey Greg, I know you got some lettuce back there.
Sarson, I know we have lettuce, but you know the lettuce is for the other thing
Hey,
later.
hey, do it for me, alright? Alright, you owe me a favor, alright? You know, you and me
I
are
love
cool.
This terrible sleazy elf. He's my favorite.
I know.
But like, if I do this, we're gonna be even, right?
Yeah.
For
it's
sure.
Cool, it's cool.
For
Just
sure.
like, yeah. Just get in the lettuce.
So the bartender goes back to get the fucking lettuce. Comes back out with this is like the world's crappiest salad. Like it's basically it's the head of it's like a whole head of lettuce in a bowl.
Oh no.
Like drops it on the table like here.
I look at it all like sad, but then I just like start ripping off pieces and eating it like a tiny rabbit.
Oh my god.
No.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, Saoirse, can you magic some other salad shit?
I don't know how to summon salad equipment. That's not in my book as far as I know. I'm very sorry.
There are a couple other people in the bar, but not anybody like significant. So, you know, it's a low key chill spot if y'all would like to.
And I'm just running around yelling at people.
Yeah, no, this is the most excitement they've had in a long time. So if y'all want to get to know your new salad friend.
So, Mr. Person, that was sort of a nice thing you did for Perry there. And I do appreciate that, but why do you pretend to be a magician? That's a very serious thing for me. I worked very hard to be a wizard.
I'm very self-conscious about my ears.
They're lovely.
And, no, they're too long. They're too long. And I start breaking down into tears.
Oh, no!
And I'm like, you know, sleight of hand is all I have in this life. It's all I have. And then I'm like, oh, you know, I knew I would never make it in this life. And I start tearing up cards, you know.
No.
It's like, but then I take an actual card that's not torn up out of her ear.
Oh,
and I'm
shit.
like, aha!
Oh, shit! And I'm very impressed by this. Like, super duper. That was almost like real magic.
Yeah, but it's just with my hands, you know.
I misjudged you. I'm sorry. My name is Saoirse Meyer.
Are you a hugger? 'Cause I'm a hugger.
I'm not sure whether or not I'm a hugger.
I go in for a big hug.
Oh, all right.
It was a
Oh,
big
this
ol'
is
hug.
happening.
Saoirse,
Oh
don't
gosh.
hug the beard, man. No, oh no.
Oh, this is
Okay.
happening. Okay. All right. I've been hugged.
What's your name, fella? We need names around the table. That's Saoirse. I'm Feywing. That's Perry.
I stopped Feywing from punching people, and if you come near me, I will definitely have her punch you in the face. Thanks.
Be cool. Alright, be cool, guys. My name's Sarson. I'm a sleight of handster. Yeah, so that's what I do. And I hang out with Greg a lot, you know. Greg and I go way back. He's cool, you know, like... But, you know, we love our meat here, so, like, we save the lettuce. We save the lettuce up.
How are you supposed to grow big, strong fighters if you don't eat anything but rabbit food, is what I'm saying.
I feel you actually need a balanced diet to, I'm just gonna...
I mean, I don't eat a balanced diet.
I can't
do
be
it.
muscly when I have to be fast, so...
You can...
I'm all muscle.
There's...
I'm flexing, by the way.
There's plenty
Feywing is the muscle for me, so I don't have to do it.
Saoirse like keeps on trying to pipe up in the back, but like quickly just like, oh, I shouldn't be talking. Nope. But you know, there's some substitutions. You can eat soy, like.
All right, Sarson. Here's. I gave you an ultimatum, and you chose the right choice. So we have a bit of a problem.
Feywing, did you threaten to punch him in the face?
No, listen. I'm not saying about the punching faces thing. That is ancient history.
Yeah, we're cool.
We're good. What I'm talking about is we have a Lich problem.
Oh, jeez.
It's
Oh, boy.
it's one lich of a problem.
So, the only reason I'm even considering talking to you is because I almost died by a spider. And I need backup. And as much as I love these two smalls, they're small. They're too small.
I don't actually. No, I don't doubt that. No, we can't actually haul you up very fast.
It
That
was not a good
10-foot pit.
situation. And so now we gotta find a lich, and we gotta find my name. Don't worry about that one. Don't talk about it. do you know where we might find a lich?
You know who might know is Greg. Let's ask Greg.
Oh,
Hey,
I
Greg,
don't...
get over here.
Actually, it's not exactly a lich we're looking for. It's gonna lead us to a lich or to stop a lich, perhaps. But more so, we're looking for a necromancer, probably a sulky type who wears a lot of black and a hood and is real angry all the time. Yeah, that's the sort of
Saoirse.
person we're looking for. They might have a card on the...
Are you insulting our new friend?
Oh.
And I say friend very lightly.
And I just look over and, like, I realize that you've got, like, black and a hood and like, you're kind of sulking, and I'm just like, no! That's not...
Saoirse, I'm so proud of you! You're
black...
learning how to be be not nice! I'm so proud of you!
I wasn't trying... No,
Wait.
I was trying...
Wait. Don't encourage this! Why are you doing this? Feywing.
Perry, Saoirse is the nicest one here. This is not gonna last.
Okay, I mean, you're not wrong. But, like, people can change. Nana changed, Feywing.
That was a real downer.
So as you're having this down moment after asking about this suspicious looking character, this very tall, very burly man busts through the door, not quite as strenuously as Feywing busts through the door, but he's still like, he's very clearly upset about some shit. And he just walks in like, Greg! I need all the beer, Greg! I'm so sick of this shit. And he like rolls up to the bar and like slams his elbows down on the bar and like, ugh!
Do I know this guy?
I don't know, do you?
Does the guy have a name?
Yes, his name is Philip. Philip is very mad.
I go like, yo, Philip. I'm sorry to see you down.
Not in the mood, Sarson.
Do
Not
you want to
today.
let's do our secret handshake.
Do not know. Listen. You know how many people showed up for class today? You know how many people showed up for class today? 4. Big 4.
And I say, hey man, you know, things will get better. And I slap him on the back, and then I like pinch his cheek, and I'm like, oh, who's a good teacher? And I kind of like rile him up a bit, but in a playful way.
Sarson, read the room. Fine line.
And I say, you know that's not my strong suit, Philip.
Greg, if I punch him in your bar, will you throw me out? Probably. Okay.
Greg, be cool.
I'm doing my best to be cool, but I'm not in the mood.
All right. Next round's on me. Next round is on me.
It better be. Listen, I'm just so sick of everything this town has become. Like, ugh. We used to be like this academy used to be a big deal, and now it's all gone to shit because of you know who.
You know what you should do, Philip? You should run for mayor.
I think the constable might have some shit to say about that one.
If someone...
No, I'm telling you.
If someone were to not know who might that be?
Yeah, who is you know who? Because we're new to town and we don't know who that is.
Listen, let me tell you about this bitch. I swear to God. And like Greg comes in like, Philip. But we don't talk about you know who. She
Are they necromantic?
listen. The Lady Theana, she's the keeper of secrets, the Lady of Deathwalkers, Mistress of Dreams, Witch of the Night, Stealer of Souls, and we do not speak ill of her. Philip.
She sounds like a nice lady. We should go and say hi.
Listen, I appreciate the mystic bullshit that she's got going on. But all I got, this town was not as weird before she showed up.
Okay, so one of my character traits is that I cannot keep secrets for the life of me. So, mine or anyone else's. So, Saoirse is just like, oh, that's the person we need to kill.
I would appreciate it if you would. She comes rolling in here, tosses all the priests out of the temple, and took over the damn Tower of Tempest like 5 years ago, and ever since then everything's gone to hell.
Does she have any weaknesses?
You know how many people I used to have registered for my class? I used to have 800 people just in intro to dick punching alone, and now there's 4 showed up today.
That does sound like an interesting class.
It's the best class.
Perry just takes off a piece of lettuce and hands it to Saoirse. Like, shh, let the man talk. Let the man talk.
Listen. The rumor is she's some kind of necromancer, so it's probably, if you're looking for a necromancer to kill, that's probably a good place to start. But, I just gotta tell you, anyone who goes up there comes back dead, or they don't come back at all.
Wait, you can't come back.
I said what I said!
Perry, she's a necromancer. You absolutely can come back dead.
Okay, I wrote that as a joke, but Saoirse, you're right.
Oh, man.
Dead by. I just hand Saoirse another piece of lettuce.
I feel like Saoirse's got like magic ADHD today, so I'm very sorry.
That's alright. Okay, so, I'm gonna down the rest of my drink, like, chugging it, and then I'm gonna put it back on the counter, and, be like, put it on my tab, and then, and then I run out, and I wait for everybody to follow me.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Feywing, we don't have a tab here! As you, like, bolt out the door. I only had lettuce. I just want to know how much gold I have to throw down on that table.
And I say, hey Phil, I think you got this one. And I also walk out the door.
And then Saoirse's just kind of left there like, I am gonna follow my friends. And then just like, doot.
And so Greg looks at Phil like, well, typical. So now you've all left the tavern and you're outside. You have, and again, you have. There were 2 temples in this town: the Temple of Salune and the Tower of Tempest. And the Tower of Tempest is now the necromancer's hideout. So if you go to the temple, you're not going to get like beset by a necromancer. You'll be fine. But you have the temple, the constabulary, the spell shop, the general store, and the academy itself.
Alright.
Okay.
Or you could go back in the tavern and do that some more if you want to.
Alright. So, I've been thinking that I need to spend some more time communicating with Lux. But any god will do. I think this is the perfect time for me to go to the temple and really get ready for this moment. I think that you guys can get some supplies while I do that.
Are you gonna be okay by yourself?
Well, I won't punch a god if that's what you're asking.
Oh, I don't even think you can punch a god, because they're like ghosts, so
I
that's
think
fine.
some gods have corporeal forms.
Say, don't tell her that. She will try and punch one.
Alright,
but
so
okay.
I'm gonna actually go to the temple. I do want to like become a better paladin, so I'm trying to focus a little bit more on the religion.
Yeah.
Are you just going to like notionally be at the temple, or would you like flavor text for that one?
I just figure I'm gonna go and like Feywing's form of praying is pacing. So I'm just like cutting a path like in front of the altar of this god. But yeah, I think that's kind of what's happening right now.
Well, just for your information, Selune is the goddess of, probably pronounced that wrong, but this is my game now. Selune is the goddess of the moon, of navigators, and all questers. So as you are on a quest, Selune would definitely be hearing your request.
Very
I
nice.
just want to say that since I just now think it's even funnier that Feywing's dagger is named Apollo now.
Yeah.
Moon. Huh.
And more flavor text, just 'cause I think this is cool. The priestess of Selune is a werewolf.
Hell fucking yeah.
I love it!
But
So if we were to go over there and, like, she happened to open her mouth and we, like, shoved our hand in and, like, punched her jaw, we get werewolf powers.
maybe she knows Professor Plum. You don't know.
Or the gods would smite you for being mean to her.
Probably that one.
Okay, so what are the rest of you doing as Feywing is pacing around the thing?
I want to hit up the spell shop.
Of course.
Because I would sure like to, perhaps, get some supplies.
And
I
not let
follow.
me die.
Yeah, I follow mostly because I know that Feywing can handle herself, and that if I left Saoirse, then Feywing would be mad at me, so...
Hello and welcome back to the break time, commercial break time. I probably should not have sung that. That's okay. I'm getting ready to start my career as a rock star. Thank you for listening to episode 6 of No Dice. Thank you so much. Before I get into anything, we didn't properly introduce our guest player. Our guest player for this episode and for the next several episodes is Michael Haas. He is playing Saoirse. We really enjoy having him on the show. Michael has no social media for me to pimp out, but comment on any of No Dice's social media and let Michael know how much you love him. We love him so much. The ambient noise in the tavern is actually taken from tabletopaudio.com. I want to give a shout out to them. They are a great site. We're not sponsored by them. They're just genuinely a great site, especially for all you DMs, GMs out there. They have searchable background music. It's like ambience or music, and it's amazing. I'm actually scrolling through here. It looks like they've got over 100 different types of ambient and music sounds. They're able to be interacted with a sound pad, and it's all free. You can just go on there, and they're 10 minutes a piece, and just go on there, and you can be able to use it for your personal game, anything else. Just, shout them out, let them know how awesome they are. Like, they've got stuff for sci-fi, they've got stuff for historical, fantasy, so any of your role-playing games are totally up for grabs here. There's some really, really great stuff. But speaking of sponsors, this episode is sponsored by tabletoploot.com. Thank you again, Tabletop Loot. They are your one-stop shop for all of your dice needs. They've got incredible dice on there. I keep getting more, and I'm legit, like, I'm paying for it with my own money. I keep getting more dice because they are amazing. I love playing with these dice. I know on No Dice we play on Roll20, so we tend to not use real dice, and it's a lot easier than doing math. But when I get the opportunity to at least roll a d20, I always like to roll my tabletop loot.com dice. So head on over. They've been having a lot of great specials. Holidays are coming up, so great opportunity for you to get some dice for yourself, get some dice to your friends, see if they've got any holiday sales going on, and just genuinely, they are great people, and we love having them be a sponsor of our show. As always, No Dice is a proud member of the Pocket Podcast Network, dedicated to bringing quality podcasts right to your pocket. We've got some great shows on the network like Time Zones Are Hard, The 15th Precinct, Bad Dinner Party, a couple more coming down the pipeline that we're very excited to be able to announce when they come out. Lots of great shows. We're hoping to add plenty more in the future, so stay tuned. If you don't like any of the other options, there will be something for you here in the near future. And just support those shows. Take a listen to them. I do Time Zones Are Hard with my friend David in England, and there's not any role play. We're just talking, shooting the breeze, talking about differences between the US versus the UK, and constantly being confused by each other. And it's so much fun. We have a good time. Bad Dinner Party is great. 15th Precinct is great. There's a lot of really great stuff happening. I've said that before. I'm going to keep repeating myself because the Pocket Podcast Network is just such a great community, and we're very, very excited to keep bringing you more content. And there's a couple ways that you can support the network, which supports our show. You can become a backer on Patreon, patreon.com/Pocket Podcast Network. There's plenty of rewards for every backing level, 1, 5, 15, and that continues to help build up the shows on the network, and there's rewards from every show on the network. A lot of No Dice rewards on there because we have so many outtakes and so much fun stuff that we do as a group aside from just the regular episodes that you hear. So you can always support us on Patreon. If you'd like to do something more one time, you can purchase a pocket note, which is a personal message to be read on the show. On our show, on any show on the network, they're all up for grabs up on the website. So, So pocketpodcastnetwork.com/pocket notes. There we go. We've also added a one-time donation button. So if you can't purchase a pocket note, but you're still interested in supporting the network, you can go onto our website and you can find the donate button. So pocketpodcastnetwork.com/donate. It's really a way for us to be able to just let you support us in any way that you can. And if you can't support us financially, support us by sharing our show. Review us on iTunes. Go to iTunes and go to the review section and be like, this show is the bomb. Just make sure you put a bomb like with a couple M's, like the bomb. Yeah, do that. You can tell your friends. Word of mouth is the best and most genuine way to get our show into other people's pockets. Tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your local neighborhood barista. Just tell everyone and let them know that you enjoy this show and you think that they would too. Let them know it's not a heavily D&D. There's a lot more role playing than D&D because we're still learning. We're still getting better. You can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter. If you want to tweet about the show on Twitter, you can use the hashtag No Dice Podcast. We see them, I promise, and we gather up all those names and we use them for NPCs, like starting this arc, like Philip, who was a suggestion from the user at Wandering Wit T. That's WITTEA on Twitter. We really liked that name, so we used Philip. Also George. I'm not sure if you've gotten to George yet or not, who is a listener from Facebook. And we just grabbed all the names that we could. We're going to keep using them. We've got plenty more NPCs to run up against, so don't be afraid to tweet suggestions for names, tweet quotes that you like, tweet anything, and we will see it. Right now, I believe only myself and Hugh are on Twitter, and I'm really not on Twitter as much as I would like to be, but I promise you that we do see them, and we share them to the group, and we all get really excited and get warm and fuzzy inside. So it's really a joy for us to be able to know that this is reaching more than our circle of friends. That's really kind of what it's all about, is spreading a little bit of our No Dice cheer, especially as the holidays get here. We're gonna hopefully make your holidays a little bit better as we continue to bumble our way through playing any tabletop role-playing game. But as always, Thank you so much for listening to No Dice, and the next episode will be out on December 1st. Wow. I will let you all get back into the adventure.
So the sign over the door of this building says Hildo's Spell Hut. Hildo is a halfling, and he is constantly trying to be fancier than he actually is. He dresses in well-made clothes, and he has a really large medallion around his neck. It's a holy symbol, but it doesn't do anything for him because he's not a holy person. But even though he tries to look respectable, like his hair is just a little bit too greasy, and his eyes are like a little bit too shifty for you to really trust him. He's probably pals with Sarsen. He's constantly talking about his art. He is an art hipster, but he doesn't act. What is your art? What do you do?
Art. TM.
Across the square is the general store, which is named Hamfo's House of Handicrafts. Hildo and Hamfo are not related.
Oh.
Please don't suggest it. It's bad.
Oh boy.
But yeah.
Wait, hold on. Hildo and Hamfo?
Yep. They're not related. They're both halflings. They're not related. Don't worry about it.
Oh, halfling fam.
Yeah, don't worry about it. They're not related. Anyway, so Hilda runs the spell hut, even though he is not a wizard. He is an artist. He does a lot of under the table trading for like the good potions. But any spell scrolls are definitely secondhand, and he has no idea what they do.
Okay.
So y'all walk in the door, and Hilda's like, "Good evening, my good people. Welcome to my humble shop. What can I do for you today? Sarsen, lovely to see you, sir. So nice to have you back in the store."
And I'm like, cut the act, buddy.
"I don't know what you mean. In front of these good people. Sarsen, you know we are old friends. How could you do me this way?
Holy shit.
My pride is hurt. Can I help you good people with anything today?"
I'm a little bit curious what Sarsen was talking about, but, mostly I'm
Who
just
even
looking...
knows what he's talking about ever?
Mostly I'm just looking for some, healing potions. Maybe?
I'm very offended by that, buddy.
You got what you got, friend.
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't much like your tone.
Well, as soon as we're done dealing with these nice customers, maybe we can go outside and settle it like gentlemen.
And I make one of these, like, motions across my throat at him.
So, like, he does this really sleazy, like, hand around the back, like, "Let me show you our healing potion to Saoirse." And he's, like, middle finger behind Saoirse's back and starts like,
Oh my god.
"Here we have..."
Did I, like, notice any of that going on?
Saoirse's just like, "Wonderful, this is great, thank you."
Yeah.
"These are our potions of healing. We have 3 potions of healing and then 2 potions of greater healing if you think you'll need some of that later."
Alright. Let me think. How much did those go for?
The healing ones go for 50 gold pieces, and the greater healing goes for 100.
If I were to buy all of your healing potions at once, would you cut me a deal?
Well, I mean, they're already at a steeply discounted rate, so I don't know if we'd be able
And
to...
I hear this and I'm like, yes, he will.
Like, just a bundle. Like, since you're getting all of your product sold at once, maybe?
So, if I understand this correctly, you would like me to reward you for draining my stock. Is that right? I will no longer have healing potions to sell if you take them all.
That's the point of a shop.
Saoirse is getting so sassy.
It's because of hanging with Perry and Feywing, obviously.
I love
It's
it.
like they're finally out of the library, so they're like getting out of their like little shell. And it's partially because Lou always plays terrible rogues.
Okay, I'll cut you a deal. If you want to buy all the potions of healing, correct?
Yeah, at least the regular sort ones. Maybe not the greater ones, but like all of the regular.
I think I can see my way to bundling those for you at the low price of 175 gold pieces. I think that's fair.
And you said how
Wait a
many are
minute.
there total?
Wait. Isn't that over the amount? I'm not very good at math, but I don't think that math is right. I don't think that's right.
Oh, the little one can do math.
I don't need to do math. I just stab people with daggers. So
What I meant to say was 125 gold pieces.
I mean, I do still actually have at least one greater healing potion. Maybe I don't need anything at all.
No. And I say, just back up, and I pick the guy up by his scruff, and I'm like, you will give us all those potions for 40, or nothing, or we're walking out. And I throw him down to the ground.
He hops up and is like putting his coat all back together. He's like, I have never been so insulted in my life. The constable will be hearing about this again. You cannot afford more trouble with him, Sarsen.
And I say, let him hear it. I don't care. And I like, I don't know, I go like this to my nose, and I'm like, I'm watching you.
Oh my goodness.
I will be speaking to the constable about this immediately. Mark my words. And he stomps out of the store altogether.
Oh.
And I scream, take it all! Take it all!
Yeah, he's out of the shop?
Yeah, he's gone. He has gotten so upset by this that he has stalked off entirely.
Wait, no, fuck, I'm a good character. I can't do this!
Harry will steal it for you.
I super can't do this, and I'm like, no, you can't do that, that's stealing! Oh.
I just start taking all of his stuff.
What?
Like, as fast as I can.
What are you doing? You can't do that, he knows what we look like!
I don't think Perry would necessarily steal it, but I know that I would for sure not stop somebody because this person was mean to Saoirse, and therefore.
Well, y'all need to make a decision on what you're gonna do real quick.
I'm gonna put like a handful of golds just on the countertop. Just like, I'm very sorry. There's like a little note attached to it. That's just like, I am so sorry, I don't know what he took, but this is something. And it's just like, probably only like 15 because I have small hands, but like, just a handful.
That's okay, I'm sure like Perry also chips in probably another 15 because I am also small and do not have big hands. So
Just like reach into our large bag of 300 gold and just.
In retrospect, this Hildo literally got paid less money than what Sarsen offered.
Yeah.
So as we're putting the money on the table, like, Hildo comes stomping back in, like dragging the constable by the hand, and it looks ridiculous, but that's where we're at right now. And he these people. I don't know where they've come from, sir, but they are associating with this known ruffian, and they are threatening me in my own establishment, and I will not stand for it. And now there's money for some reason.
All we wanted to do was pay for these potions.
Aren't we like gone?
So, no, I think we're still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were like left the money and walked.
You missed your window.
Okay.
We just wanted to buy these potions, and I don't really understand why you got all riled up, because we're giving you money. So.
But are you giving me enough money?
Well, technically, the guy stole the stuff. We're just...
And I put my hand over the mouth.
So, the constable's name is George, and George is a very tall elf, with red hair, and he's carrying a trident, And he's like leaning on it like it's walking stick, and he's just like, Sarson, we can't keep doing this.
And I say, what? How much stuff did I grab?
How much stuff did you grab?
I don't know. A lot of stuff.
Did you? Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Constable.
Yep.
Hi. Sorry, we're new to town,
Clearly.
and my friend just wanted to buy some potions, and this kind shop owner here was accidentally overcharging my friend, and we just
would never
wanted to give this person the correct amount of money for the items that we would like to purchase.
And I nod a lot.
I have never overcharged anyone for anything in my entire life. And the constable's just standing there like, uh-huh. Listen.
I really want to pull out a dagger out of my hair and
God.
throw it so that it like pins this guy to the wall, but I am trying my best to not do that in front of the police officer, Sarson.
I go up to George and I shake his hand, but I put some money in my hand before I shake it. And I go, thank you for showing up, Constable. I really appreciate your time. And then I slip the money into his hand and I wink at him like, you know what's up.
Oh my god.
Nice seeing you, George.
I was hoping to have a chill day, and listen, on the one hand, Sarson, I know you, okay? I know what this is. On the other hand, Hildo, you gotta admit, you're a little bit sketchy, man. Sir, I would never. Alright, okay. Since you people are new in town, I'm gonna cut you a break. I'm sure whatever money you left is fine. I'm sure it's perfectly reasonable. And Hilda's just like getting madder and madder. He's like, Hilda, listen, if there's a deficit, I'll take care of it. Like, it's not worth doing this with these people.
We're just trying to take care of a necromantic problem.
Oh, and in that case, by all means, please be on your way. I don't want to hold you up, but a word of advice: watch out for this one. Sarson's sketchy. And you can have your bribe back. And he, like, tucks the gold coin into the collar of Sarson's jacket, like, you can have that back. Now, please be on your way. And Hilda, we need to have a talk about price gouging.
Very topical. Very.
Yeah. Alright, so, now that you've sufficiently caused a ruckus at the spell hut...
Excuse you? I did not cause a ruckus.
I'm praying. Why are you doing this to poor Feywing?
I wonder if we'll have just as much trouble at the general store.
Oh yeah.
Do you know anyone over? Oh, all right. Maybe we shouldn't go over there then. Perhaps we should find Feywing and tell her what we got.
Wait, hold on. I do kind of want to go to the general store, but not without Feywing. So yeah. Yeah, words.
So you're gonna run to the temple and pick up Feywing?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. So.
And I like gently like knock on the door as I like open the door, even though it's like obviously like free to use temple.
Yeah.
It's like knock, 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 squeak, and like I peek my head around the door, like, oh, Feywing.
You're a really bad rogue, Perry.
Well, I wasn't trying to be sneaky, Feywing. Oh!
One of these days, you're actually gonna have to sneak up on me, and that day, I will be very impressed. But I would bet you 10 gold pieces you can never sneak up on me.
Feywing, if I snuck up on you, you would punch me, and I am not really about all that right now.
That's what I'm saying.
So...
That's what I'm saying. Anyways, how'd the spell shop go?
well, we met the constable thanks to somebody.
Uh,
And I, like, side-eye Sarsen.
it didn't go greatly, but we did get some things.
So.
And I dump all the things out onto a table or something.
Yeah.
Just a point of order. What did you grab? I'm assuming the potions of healing.
Right?
Why not, like,
I don't know.
roll a d20 and see, like, how good of the things you got are?
Yes.
You can't do that. This is called
I
no
will do
dice.
that.
Oh, shit. I mean, like, don't roll a d20. Roll an anti-20.
Fantasy 20. But yeah, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 and tell me what you have. Oh, okay.
14.
All right. Okay, let me find the let me find the spell shop inventory again. I rolled away from it. So you grabbed all the potions of healing. So now you have 3 potions of healing and 2 potions of greater healing.
Good.
And you also snagged a potion of resistance.
Oh. Fancy. Resistance to what? Just in general?
This potion of resistance it's black and it has a skull and crossbones label on it, and it says necrotic damage.
Oh. Fancy. I'm sure that will come in handy. I have to thank you for being a terrible rogue, because I can't as Saoirse. So I have to be a goody two-shoes. It's a handicap on me and my role-playing skills.
Alright, so I just look at this spread and I'm like, alright, so you are useful at that. That's good. Perry,
And that's
Perry,
about it.
Perry, one of you stolen a thing and you. Oh wait. Stealing my bread at lunch doesn't count.
Feywing, I wouldn't steal from you because you are literally 4 feet taller than me. Give or take, like, 4 inches.
I'm just saying, it's nice to have a
Also-
sticky fingers around.
I don't like stealing. I just prefer stabbing people with daggers.
That is true. You are very good at that, Sarsen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's very good at that.
Just as a warning. Like,
She's very good at that.
I will definitely stab you. Athena and Artemis,
Just at
don't
some point.
mind stabbing people. At all.
Alright, so, we still need to find this lady, and I think we've got most of our things, but Harry, you were saying you wanted to go over to the general store. So let's head over there really quickly, and then go fight a necromancer. Oh boy. Yeah.
While we're walking, I want to pull Saoirse aside.
Yeah.
Have you read anything in your books about necromancers or the Pact of the Lich or the Deck of Many Things? We need some backup here.
Have I read? I'm gonna roll on myself for that. Ooh, that's a 5. There was a pamphlet in the library about necromancy. It was something like, "Is necromancy right for you? A path a wizard can take and make for themselves. It's how to raise a family." But I didn't really look too much into it, because necromancy's sort of a dark art, and I'm a good wizard. And she smiles, like, it's a little bit awkward, but...
We need some more information about the cards. The ghost or whatever of our mentor mentioned that they aren't all gonna be like the last one.
Yeah.
Not that I liked the last one, because now I gotta figure out who I am. But, like, do we even know what we're up against?
In theory, we just have to get the card, right? So...
If you touch it, it's something you weren't... It's really hard to let you know, but just touching that card there was an immense power. And then when the wish spell went off and I heard my name, it was something I'll never, ever be able to describe. And what if that doesn't happen next time? What if it's bad?
Maybe our new friend can pickpocket the necromancer.
Saoirse, I don't know where your brain is today, but I like it.
Well, I'm glad that someone is happy about it. I haven't been away from home for this long. Ever. And I think the open air is getting to me a little bit. But, maybe that could work. That could work a little bit. At the very least, it'll be a good distraction.
Alright, so let's not tell Sarsen about the cards.
Or like, at least not what they
What
can
they are.
do bad.
Yeah. Alright.
I appreciate that Perry was not in this conversation, guys. Thanks for that.
Also, yeah, like you
Saoirse.
told the one person who literally can't keep a secret.
I know.
Keep a secret.
I know you're not good at secrets, so don't think of this as a secret.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
it's
a
totally fine.
It's a potential plan that we may or may not do. That's all.
Yeah. That's definitely just when she like puffs up her cheeks and she's trying to like not smile or do anything and she's just like, wee, I can sure keep a secret. And so like as they walk back over to the rest of the group, Saoirse's just kind of like got her arms crossed and she's just like, everything's fine and normal. She will not look at Sarsen at all.
And I just, meanwhile,
Meanwhile, in the general store.
Meanwhile, as we're walking up to the general store, I look at Saoirse and I'm like, so, how many daggers do you have? And then just like walk in the door.
So you walk up to the general store and the sign over the door says Humfo's House of Handicrafts. But Sarsen, you know this. No one in town fucking calls it that because that's way too much to say. It's just the general store. Humfo can't stand that shit. You call it by its name.
Humfo's House of Handicrafts. Gotcha.
Yeah. But it's the only general store in town. This halfling named Humfo rolled into town one day and he's like, yo, nobody sells everything in this town, so I'm gonna sell a little bit of everything in my store. So that's what he's got, a little bit of everything, general adventuring crap. He's kind of grumpy, disheveled looking. He is just as trashy as Hildo, except he actually looks like it.
Oh.
And he has a absolute tendency to price gouge. But you can possibly argue with him. His inventory is there. And he has a pet fire drake named Gordon.
Named what?
Gordon.
Gordon? That's adorable.
So you walk in the door and it's you know, it's your general adventuring shop. It kind of faintly reminds you of Monty's, and you have this twinge of nostalgia. Except for Monty's didn't have a fire drake sitting on the cash register, like, watching you like a hawk. And Humfo's like, hey. He's a halfling of few words.
Yeah.
He ain't got time for it. He's like, look, I know I'm the only shop in town, and you're gonna buy some shit, so, like, I have to be nice to you.
How tall is this halfling?
Like,
Taller than Perry or shorter than Perry?
Around the same size as Perry, like a little bit shorter, but
Okay.
But you'd have to get, like, right up to see it?
yeah.
Yeah, like, back to back.
Hold on a minute, y'all just stand next to each other real quick. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just, there we go. Just, Perry's taller. So I go up to the fire drake, and I'm just like, offer it some pocket snack.
Why do all of your characters have pocket snack?
Because I have pocket. I don't know. Why not?
Because
We're
who else?
adventurers. You should have pocket snacks.
I mean, I feel like Saoirse, if anybody would have pocket snacks,
Yeah.
because they've never been on an adventure.
Yeah, they're just like, this is something you need. Obviously, we need trail mix and some. What is the trail mix that has like the extra stuff in it?
Gordon takes the snack, enjoys the snack, and Hamfo, like, he's stocking shelves and he looks over at you and goes, huh. He don't like people.
My eyes like light up with delight, like, yes, I have gained the trust of an animal that doesn't like people. The small wizardy eyes, just
So,
super happy.
I'm like walking around and like trying not to bump into things because I'm big, and like I'm trying to like not look like I'm keeping an eye on Sarsen, but I'm like very like obviously like staring him down, like I was impressed about the sticky fingers, but also a little bit not impressed that the constable had to come to see my two smalls. So like I'm just kind of like like weirdly shadowing Sarsen around
Yeah.
the shop.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think, okay, as out of character, I don't think I need anything. Like, we have rope, and I have
Yeah.
a crowbar, and, like, a sword and a shield, and all that good stuff. Like, unless we knew more about the necromancer.
Yeah,
I
like
would
what do
be, like,
what do necromancers hate?
Why is your signet ring 3 times the normal people price?
Because
It's
that's how
important
price
ring.
gouging works. Like, that's
No!
specifically...
I like-
Okay, so I got every character description that I have for this town out of a random generator, and that was the one thing specifically said about this guy is like he gouges prices like a motherfucker. So
Wait, hold on. Is Hamfo male or female?
male.
Or neither? Male?
Yeah.
And Hildo is also male.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was
Okay.
confused for a
They're
minute.
both vaguely sketchy halflings that run stores. So people a lot of times they're brothers. It's like nope, screw you.
No.
And actually, this is probably not going to come up, but the dean of the Wolfsbane Academy is the constable's brother.
Oh.
So that's the other. I was like,
Damn.
oh, it's a brother town. No, it's not. It's a brother town. Welcome to Brother Town.
What does this signet ring look like?
I'm like, why do you need one?
I don't. I want it.
Every necromancer you come up against will have a different speciality,
Speciality.
a different thing that their particular arc is going to be geared towards. So there is not really a way to know what Thayana Lyland's specialty is going to be until we get in there.
Okay. So, because Saoirse apparently has really bad like magic ADD today, I'm gonna get the whistle because it's small and I can fiddle with it,
Cool.
and it's only 1 GP.
Do I want to spend 15 gold pieces rip off on the signet ring though? What does the signet ring look like?
Whatever you want it to look like, and you can barter with them if you want to try.
Also, it says vial, ink, or potion later on. Like, what potions are those?
It's empty vials to put ink or potions in.
Ah, I see.
You know what? Just because I just feel like this is gonna come in handy and this is really weird, I don't know, it just caught my eye. I want to buy the manacles.
Okay.
What are manacles? Sorry.
Like handcuffs, but old-fashioned.
Oh.
Got it. I just wanted to make sure.
We're in handcuffs. We're going into a dungeon.
Michael, you look like you want to say something.
Please input Michael.
No,
Okay.
no.
Good.
Alright.
I'm just, quietly sneaking around the shop.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Halfling, Sir Man, person.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So I noticed this here pretty cool signet ring is 15 gold. What would you say if it was like 7?
I'd say roll a charisma check.
That's a weird thing to say to someone.
Right? That's weird.
I'm gonna start saying that in, like, regular cast conversation, where it's just, like, someone's talking to me, I'm like, roll a charisma check, and I'll see if I'll do that for you.
I already do that. Like, well, let's roll Constitution. Hope I don't get sick.
Yeah.
It's not a saving throw. It's just a charisma check.
Yeah.
It should not be hard.
Just roll it. Just roll a d20, and it's against his charisma.
Oh, wait. It's a d20 plus my modifier, though,
Yeah,
right?
right. Mm-hmm.
That is 19.
Nice.
So he looks at the ring in your hand, and he looks at you, and he looks at the ring again. He goes, "Yeah."
All right. Well then,
Little words.
then I come up right behind Perry and I slam these manacles down on the counter. I'm just slamming things on counters today, so it's like woof, right down on the counter.
Yeah.
And I go, "Yeah, I'm 10 for these."
And like as you make the loud noise, like Gordon starts screeching and flapping his wings, and like Hampel looks at him and goes, "He don't like you."
Can I give him another pocket snack?
Give him another pocket snack, and Brittany, how about roll me a charisma thingy?
Roll charisma. Oh god, that's a 7. That's bad.
But don't you have a modifier on that?
That's a modifier on a 5.
Oh, no!
That's bad. I just bad rolls today.
So Hampel like looks like Gordon don't like you. 20.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna reach across the counter and try to roll an intimidation.
Oh my god.
This can only go well.
This is gonna go bad. Alright, 21! Yes! So I reach across the counter, grab, again, lapels are the thing today. So I reach across and just violently growl in his ear, and I go, 10!
And he like immediately grabs your wrists because you're holding him and he's holding you like, yeah. So like you drop him as soon as he says yeah, and then he like looks at you for a really long moment and goes, just take him.
Yes. And then okay, so I have these manacles, and I want to walk past Sarson and like look at the manacles and look him dead in the eyes and not say anything, and then shoulder check him.
Oh my god.
I want to show power. I want to like continue to be intimidating
As
to
a
Sarson
power
this whole
move.
time.
Oh man.
I put the ring on my finger. I haven't decided what it looks like yet, but you know, when I get there, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
Saoirse, Sarson, you guys buying anything?
I bought my little
No,
whistle.
I'm good.
Sarson's
For
probably sealing some stuff.
1 gold piece.
Are you pocketing anything, Sarson?
I'm gonna try to.
All right. Roll a sleight of hand.
Oh,
Holy-
that's a 21.
So,
Oh, well.
like, there's no reaction from like any NPCs in this place because that was such a good roll. So, Sarson, please take your pick of my inventory.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Just take the largest thing that you just kind of like...
Oh my
He
god.
takes the 30-pound barrel.
He takes a whole barrel?
Yeah.
Wait,
And,
How do you do this? Please give us some flavor text on how you do this.
so what I do is I you know how people in like cartoons like wear barrels?
Yeah.
Like he like puts himself into a barrel and then he like puts it over himself and he walks out of the place like with a barrel on top of him. And every time someone like turns to look at me, I just like set the barrel down, you know?
So it's Metal Gear.
That's amazing.
Sarson like just picks up this barrel and walks out, and y'all are all watching him do this. Like, what the hell?
Just...
And like Hampo's completely oblivious. He's like, you know,
Boy!
talking shelves, you know, and you're looking at him, and he's like, what?
I feel like Saoirse would go to say something and like Feywing would just be like...
Yeah. Feywing just puts I put my hand over Saoirse's mouth and like put my other hand on the back of her neck and like start to lead her out of the store.
I'm just
like a small child.
Yes.
Like, time to go. We gotta go.
Yep.
I just follow because I want to know if this is gonna work or not, and I think it's hilarious.
Okay, so when we're out of the store, I really want to just like knock on the barrel, like.
Yeah.
We're here.
How's it going in there, friend?
And I come out from the barrel. I'm like, hey, what's going on, everyone?
I'm sorry.
I got a barrel for us.
I'm imagining a 6-foot-tall elf.
Yeah, especially because you're so like lanky and shit too.
It's
Just
so
I can
funny.
squeeze in. Hey, I heard you guys are going after a necromancer. You know what necromancers hate? 30-pound barrels.
Are you gonna crush the necromancer with the barrel?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
I could
I don't
swing it
know.
over my head, but you've got noodle arms, so I don't think that's gonna work out for you.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
What if I just rolled you in the barrel to the necromancer?
Do a barrel roll.
And I go, yes. Yes, please.
Oh my god.
Alright, we're out of the general store, GM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. So the four of you walk down the main road that heads to what used to be the Tower of Tempest, and it's not really, anything anymore.
It was temporarily something else.
It was called the Tower of Tempest. It was the temple of the god of war and the god of fighters. It looks legit. Like there are like leaping dogs carved on the sides of it, and
You gotta have leaping dogs.
yeah, of course. And the gate is made up of like two snarling wolves going at each other's throats. And it looks really impressive. It's super tall and all this stuff. But even though it looks impressive, once you get closer, you're able to see that like all the statues kind of look crappy, and the dogs have teeth missing, and there's weeds all over the courtyard paving stones, and the archway. Obviously, a gate should hang there, but the gate is long gone. There is no door for a Feywing to crash through to the gate.
Damn.
Doors 1. Feywing. Something like 18.
You can't have a door score if there's no door to have a score.
It wins by not being there for you to crash it.
So there's the courtyard, and across the courtyard you can see there's a big carved wooden door that leads into the tower, and it's hanging a little crooked, and it's cracked open a little bit, and there doesn't seem to be anybody around at all.
Oh no.
It's a ghost town.
Guys, what if the necromancer isn't here? Hello?
No. Shh.
Do you have any
Maybe.
magic that can find a necromancer, Saoirse?
I think maybe I should do a perception check.
Or investigation.
I just like yelling.
Oh, that's good.
Keeping in mind at the moment that y'all are in the courtyard, you're not in the tower yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
We should probably try and be a little bit quieter, perhaps. Maybe sort of sneaky, like, since we got 2 rogues right now. I think.
And I'm still in the barrel.
I'm gonna.
Is Sarson still in the barrel?
We've got 1.5 rogues.
1.5. Wait, is Perry considered the half?
Yeah. No, the barrel is. What if they could both be like?
That'd be 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 rogues. There we go. I count the barrel as a rogue. I can't click on any of my skills because they're not listed in my thing. But I was gonna do an investigation. There it is. Here you are. There you are. So I just rolled
Oh
for
my
investigation,
God.
and I got a 23.
These high rolls today, fam.
Yeah, I know. This is how it's gonna be. This is like what happened with Nana. I did really well when it was just bullshitting and figuring out things, and then it was just awful.
Don't jinx it.
With the 23, you're able to like get a real close look at the tower.
Right.
There are 2 windows on this side, but they're all cloudy and like nobody's cleaned in here for a long time. There are no footprints in the dust around the courtyard. There's nothing visible beyond. The door is cracked and you can kind of see beyond it into the room, and it just looks like an empty room. It doesn't look like anyone's been here for a really long time.
That's really weird and unsettling.
It looks like there's been some like disturbance in the dust next to the inside the door. There's been some disturbance in the dust and everything, but you can't tell like what it is. But the dust has been disturbed there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my longsword and my shield just cause I feel unsettled. Like it I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but it's just like, protection time.
You know how when people like take out their swords on TV and do that cool like sword flippy thing?
Oh hell yeah, there's
Yeah.
a ton of flourishes.
Yes.
Hell
that is
yeah.
Perry, like, I pull out my like short sword and do a bunch of like flippy sword flourishes because I can.
So both myself and Perry are like spinning blades.
And I'm just sitting there like, twiddling my finger. Just like, yeah, I can do that too.
Sarkin's in the barrel.
Sarson's still in
Come
the
on,
barrel.
guys.
Sarson has become the barrel.
I and the barrel are one.
Okay, so I think maybe we should try and be super sneaky and try and go through their door and try and not die.
Is there any other ways to get in? Perhaps it's not the main door that's probably definitely sort of booby-trapped. I feel like perhaps...
I mean, we could always put the barrel right there.
Yeah, Sarson, get out the barrel! Get out the barrel! And I like just lift the barrel off of him anyway.
You're the same height!
And so then I just chuck the barrel through the doorway.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Do you want me to roll a strength for that?
No, it's okay. I trust you.
Hell yeah!
Door 0, Feywing 29!
So Feywing like bowls the barrel toward the door, and it goes through the door and like rolls into the room, and now the door's like hanging open even further because well, there it went, and sure enough, it looks empty in there. Nothing happened when the barrel went through the door. It just kind of now the door's open.
Sorry about your barrel.
Well, he can go get it if we go in the actual tower.
I guess that works. Yeah.
Fine. We'll say, do you have any ideas?
Do you want your barrel back, Sarson?
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll an Arcana check. To see if I find any Arcanas.
Any Arcanas?
And I got a 13.
Okay, let me think about it because.
Is there any magic going on?
Well, let me see actually, because I don't remember.
Oh my god.
There is definitely some magic that has been done in this area.
Been done, but not currently, like, there's no magic traps waiting for us.
The magic that you can sense has a definite like hang of conjuration magic. So
Okay.
conjuration magic has been done here in the past.
Okay.
Nothing recent.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been done here in the past.
Alright. So that doesn't really help me. I'm still a bit wary about going in, but I think at the moment that's the only thing we can do. So we should head inside, I guess.
As soon as Saoirse says that, I go first, and I
God.
I go in, and shield in front, and I just kind of clomp in.
Feywing, Feywing, no. Feywing. Oh, okay, too late. That's fine. Oh, okay.
Oh.
4 of you are entering the tower?
Yeah.
Okay. So you enter the tower through the door, and you suddenly find yourselves in a round stone room. There are no windows, and only one door, which you just entered through. It is perfectly silent. The only thing in the room is a table with a silk tablecloth on which rests a single card underneath a bell jar.
No Dice is part of the Pocket Podcast Network, delivering quality content right to your pocket.